I look at myself, the more I realize I gotta grow my beard back. My jowls are showing. Uh, Good morning, everybody. Oh man, I thought for a second in my brain it was Wednesday. Then I remembered it's Tuesday. Monday's ugly sister. But yeah, welcome to the slow zone because filming is now wrapped, which means there'll be no more news coming from that front till at least October or late September when we start hearing um you know about them getting set up for filming for the following series. And of course, Doctor Magazine coming out shortly. They already put out the new cover, and it's funny how weird they're being lately now at DWM. But oh well, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, no filming again till they start filming the following series, and unless some more stuff gets leaked. But then again, with some of us out there in Doctor Who land, it seems like leaks are every day. I heard I heard it leaked that the Tennant's gonna wear trainers. Stuff like that. Just to keep you watching, which I don't believe in doing. I don't believe in making shit up, and I don't like using clickbait titles. To me, it's just lying. It's dishonest. But apparently, that's what gets the views. Or the timeless children stole all the left socks in the world. That's why you can never find them in your drawer or your hamper ever again. And oh man. And then of course we have, the SAG strike going on, and I'm sitting here thinking they're going on and on about how well, we have to do something because the average actor doesn't make $26,000 a year, blah blah blah, which is what you need just to maintain your health care. And I'm like, they didn't make $26,000 a year last year, or the year before that, or the year before that. Yet AI comes on the horizon, and oh boy, is it a march of the boycott. Ugh. All of a sudden, you've got all these A-listers out there marching. Why? Because they're scared. Because a couple of misinterpreted little signatures here and there. Also, if you signed anything that gives your image rights for, say, any project, that could probably be misinterpreted as, oh, guess what? You gave us, the rights to your likeness for a few $1,000, which means we could do anything we want with it. And what does likeness include? Does that include audio? Yeah, I saw the new Doctor Who posters. They're pretty nice. I'm not going to complain. They want the actors who are making million. No, that's not why they're out there. I thought Ace had disappeared for the most part, especially since the new regime came in. It's funny how you got certain folks out there who got access to things, and then there's a regime change, and then I'm not accusing Ace of this. This is someone else I have in mind. Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're out there and they're making videos, making money off Doctor Who on TikTok and all this other stuff. Yet, in private, they're bad mouthing, everything about it because they no longer have access. It's like, guys, I never had access and I'm fine, okay? Um, sure, I had quite a few inside sources there for a while, but like I told y'all earlier, when it all moved to Bad Wolf, that ended. I don't have anybody who works anywhere near Bad Wolf. You know, I'm not going to lie to you and say I have these inside contacts when I don't. I did, but not anymore. Um, which is kind of good in a way, you know, because you don't want to know too much. I guess it was me and a few others who were out there telling you that Tennant was going to be the next Doctor, and even I didn't believe it, but I was like, this is what they're telling me. Well, well, we won't mention that name. You know, the one who's making money off Doctor Who on TikTok. It, let's just say, was making. Let's just say some of them out there were making remarks about Chibnall and Whitaker and all that, and you'd think they would be their number one supporters. Nope. That all ended because they lost access. Like I said, I don't see it. You know, I still don't get what the appeal was supposed to be, other than certain people, you know, are getting inside information and passing it to their podcast buddies, and it's like when that ended, they're bitter. I'm like, I'm just grateful when I have sources, and if it ends, you know, I don't want to put that person's job in jeopardy and all that. It's because I remember for the longest time when we did get inside sources and all that, I'm going out of my way, you know, not to tell people stuff they told me not to tell anyone. Yet you got other people out there going out of their way, you know, to do it so they can look like a big shot. And I'm like, okay, I do have access to this information, but I want to wait till the time they say it's safe to reveal it, because I don't want somebody losing their job. Like I can tell you now, years ago, and we won't define what era, I had friends whose family worked on, you know, like say lighting and stuff like that, setting up, you know, for set locations. And that was a while back. One of my sources was a security guard who worked for Gold. And then, of course, they all packed up, and, you know, because the BBC just was really, really treating them like badly. Which, like I said, I found funny as hell, because when they packed up and formed their own organization, not even a few months later, they were at Pinewood Studios working on the Star Wars sequels. Probably making more than they did for the BBC, which always brings a smile to my face, you know. And they, you know, like I said, I had a lot of friends out there who did a lot of things for me, and I can never be thankful enough. You know, because besides just passing me the occasional bit here and there, you know, I was sent autographs and things like that, and these things to me are precious because they took time out of their day for somebody else to make them feel better. And, you know, like I said, I never thought I'd get as many followers or gifts or anything like that as I have in the past, you know, so many years. Because, like I said, I've tried to stay under the radar for the most part, because, and even though I've tried to stay under the radar, you've seen what happened. Copyright strike, bomb, bomb, ba-dum, bomb. But that channel's okay. He can do it. You can't. It's been a crazy, crazy time. Well, that's your opinion, demonetized. And like I said, I'll argue it with you, but who wrote Power of the Doctor? Case closed. Okay. Um, who wrote Exit Wounds for Torchwood? Like I said, before you start nailing off things like Cyberwoman and stuff like that, I can name you a few good boners that RTD did, and I can name you a few good boners Moffat did. Not everybody is perfect. There are ideas that look great on paper, and then you put them on screen, and oh boy, did that suck. Like, one of the problems with, like, the episodes, say, one that's come up a lot is Praxius. And, well, originally they were going to do the Autons, and, well, somehow that got changed. They had to change everything. Just like when they did, what do you call it, Nightmare in Silver and things along that line, during Clara's opening season. And all of a sudden, well, we're not going to go with historic Clara. We're going to go with contemporary Clara. And it's like, yeah, I didn't mind Praxeus either. It wasn't horrible. I'm just saying it was supposed to be something else, and other people have been complaining about it. So before you start doing that, think, yeah, it was supposed to be something else, and they had to redo it. So no, Chibnall did not lack talent. Chibnall actually knew how to run a TV show because he'd been doing it before, unlike certain others. But like I said, that's your opinion. We're not going to fight over it. Well, if you didn't like Power of the Doctor, that's on you. But as far as I'm concerned, and quite a few other people are concerned, it put Day of the Doctor to shame. Oh, well. Don't worry. I'm sure there's things out there in Doctor Who land you've enjoyed. So I'm not going to say you have to like this or you have to like that. Yeah, it was nice to see Sarah Sutton back as Nyssa, even if it was for a Blu-ray promotional video. From what Phillips told me, told us on the channel comments and all that, her story ended rather in a complicated way, I guess, on Big Finish. Because I know for a while they traveled with older Nyssa, but like I said, I lost track of Big Finish a long time ago. I just fell out with it and never got back to it. Also, they started doing box sets instead of monthly range. One of these days I'll have to get caught up on it. I'm not sure how that storyline went down with Nyssa and Tegan. Like I said, I dropped out on it a long time. I know they did reunite with Nyssa. I got to that point later on after Terminus. But also, yeah, like I said, the Fifth Doctor storylines in Big Finish were kind of weird because, for a while he traveled with Perry before he got to his last episode. He also had the lost Egyptian pharaoh Aramem, who traveled with them for a while. And Aramem did shit that I would have kicked her out of the TARDIS 5 minutes in, but... Well, I know she's watched some because every now and then I would pop into Blu-ray sets and all that. But like I said, her opinion on it's her opinion. I'm not going to tell her what to think or feel about that. Oh, well, I just looked at the clock and I am 2 minutes overdue for the door. So everybody, please take care of yourselves and each other. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your day. We'll see you all on the flip side. And toodles for now, gang.